calls for the banning of pit bulls as domestic animals are growing, as more incidents of people getting mauled are reported. In the latest incident, an 8-year-old boy was mauled to death at his home in Vista Park in Bloemfontein after the dog escaped from its enclosure and forced its way through the fence into the boy's yard. Now, some neighbours of the 8-year-old are worried as other members in the community own pit bulls. Now, to discuss this, we're now joined via Zoom by Sizwe Kupelo from the Sizwe Kupelo Foundation. He is the founder. Sizwe, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Now, I mean, you know, we're back here again. You know, a couple of weeks ago, you were on the channel talking about this very issue where these dogs, this breed of dog continues to be at the center of, you know, the killings, particularly when you look at children. You petitioned the Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development, Thoko Didiza, a few weeks ago, just calling for the banning and the castration of pit bulls in this country. Do you have any update for us following that petition and your reaction following this latest incident?
Good afternoon. Condolences to the family. It's very unfortunate that we've had to get here where we report another death. Yes, we are in interaction with the Department of Agriculture and Land Reform. We've requested a date, an appointment, so that we can deliver the petition. We have reached our target, which was 50,000. Now we are close to 55,000 signatures. So we're having a lot of information to substantiate the call that we're making as the foundation. It's very unfortunate that we have had this death, but it also tells us that South Africa is running out of time. Something has to be done to protect lives. We have said when we launched the petition that we are launching the petition. We are calling on government to put an immediate ban on the breed in order to prevent further deaths. It's unfortunate that it is children that are more vulnerable to this bloodthirsty animal.
Now, I mean, a lot of people have, you know, criticized you, just giving, you know, another alternative, saying, why ban this breed when it's actually the owners who need to be, you know, held accountable? It's the owners of the dogs that are actually abusing the animals, and it's not necessarily the animal itself. And I mean, one wonders why that, you know, it would be the same dog and the kind of attack that it launches on young children, why people don't see that actually it is a dog perhaps that needs to be banned, especially if you look at other countries that have successfully banned, you know, this kind of breed, including Singapore, the Netherlands, Poland, France and Germany.
It is really too late for people to justify this animal. It has got a killer instinct. It continues to kill. All the deaths that have been reported in the country are associated with this particular breed. So there is no need for people to justify. We need to do the right thing. We need to protect lives. And we are very clear as the foundation that what needs to be done by South Africa is to put a ban on this breed. There is no justification. It belongs not in society, it belongs in the zoo, and we need to act now before it is too late. It's already too late because we have lost another innocent life, and who knows, tomorrow we may as well lose another life if we don't do anything about what is happening. It is threatening a lot of lives. It is not safe for all of us, particularly children, to play on the streets or walk on the street. It is not safe for neighbors. It is not safe for the owners, homeowners as well, who are keeping this dog. So to justify it is rather reckless, and there's no time for that. It is time for action, and we have got to do the right thing. Of course, we've got to employ all other methods to ensure that we keep South Africans safe. This is a monster dog that is threatening lives. There's no doubt about that.
Now, in the events where, you know, government doesn't heed to your calls and other, of course, you know, civil societies who are calling for the same thing, in the event that that doesn't happen, you know, what kind of regulation do you think will help in this regard, you know, in terms of ensuring that anyone who then wants to own, you know, such a breed follows a particular process?
Well, we have no doubt government is going to react positively and respond positively to our call. There is an urgent need not to look only at this pit bull, but in as far as the regulation is concerned, we need to look at all power breeds. We need to ensure that people are required to have licenses. They are required to go through basic training, because people who are keeping power breeds in their homes are literally sitting with very powerful guns that can explode anytime. So there is a need for that urgent intervention by government, because there's an element of recklessness and also there's element of ignorance. So there's also an urgent need for public awareness in as far as raising dogs are concerned. But we are very clear on this particular breed. Ban it, impose an immediate ban on it, but we are against the killing of the dog. We say it should be castrated, it should be sterilized going forward. But we cannot wait any longer. We need to do something.
All right, Sizwe, thank you so much. That's where we leave it for now. Sizwe Kupelo Foundation founder there, Sizwe Kupelo himself, of course, calling for the urgent banning of pitbulls. Of course, this follows a latest incident of an 8-year-old boy who was mauled to death at his home, in fact, in Vista Park in Bloemfontein.